Your news for the state of Tennessee in about 10 minutes. Tennessee in 10 starts now.
Good morning and thanks for joining us for Tennessee in 10. I'm Amanda Hara at WSMV in Nashville, but we're going to start in East Tennessee this morning where the TBI is now investigating an officer-involved shooting.
In the WVLT newsroom, I'm Harry Sullivan. Right now, the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation investigating an officer-involved shooting that happened in Cumberland County. They say a man is dead after the incident that happened Saturday morning. Deputies responded to a home in the 100 block of Scott Creek Road in Crossville. There was a call for shots fired early that morning. They found a man identified as Rodolfo Daniel Lima in the driveway. The TBI says the 22-year-old was armed with a handgun. Deputies asked him to drop the gun multiple times, but he never did. That's when the TBI says Lima shot at officers, prompting at least one deputy to shoot back. Lima was hit and killed. The TBI is continuing to investigate what led to this shooting in Cumberland County. No officers are hurt. I'm Harry Sullivan in Knoxville. We'll send it back to you.
Well, a former Florida mayoral candidate who was reported missing is now being charged with criminal homicide right here in Tennessee. That's according to jail records. 39-year-old Adam Rosenthal is suspected of killing a man whose body was found Tuesday afternoon about 75 miles south of Nashville in Pulaski. Rosenthal was reported missing earlier this year. He ran for mayor in Gainesville, Florida back in 2022. A pilot came to the rescue after seeing a house on fire in Franklin County. The pilot alerted first responders to the fire in the Keith Springs Mountain Road area. This happened Saturday afternoon. The volunteer fire department says one person was airlifted to a burn unit after suffering minor to severe burns. A Knoxville home considered a total loss. Crews blaming a space heater for sparking the fire. And now they've got a warning about how to use those space heaters inside of your home. So they say keep anything that can burn at least 3 feet away from a portable space heater. Make sure you've got it plugged in directly to an outlet and not a power strip.
If you're relying on portable heaters to heat your home, it potentially can be a dangerous situation because we always talk about not leaving those portable heaters, not falling asleep with them on, things like that. That can be dangerous. Even the infrared heaters, like we saw this morning, can draw enough current that can be a problem.
And make sure that you're following the manufacturer's recommendations and triple check that all smoke alarms are, of course, working in your home. If you have allergies, this may be a story for you. For the very first time in more than 100 years, there is now an FDA-approved alternative to the EpiPen. We told you it was coming, and just within the last few weeks, the drug has made it to Middle Tennessee. We're talking about Neffy. It is the same drug used in an EpiPen, but Neffy is smaller, cheaper, lasts longer, and it's a nasal spray, so no needles. Pharmacy claims data shows that out of all of the prescriptions written for injector pens, only half are actually filled. Some people don't even carry them around, and a lot of people are afraid to use them. Doctors hope having this new alternative will save lives. Well, soon it could cost more for hunting and fishing licenses in Tennessee. The Tennessee Fish and Wildlife Commission wants to raise the price by nearly 28%. Right now, a combination license costs $33, but that could go up to $42 if the proposal is approved. TWRA says it's operating on an $8 million deficit, so it either has to or cut back on services. The Fish and Wildlife Commission is expected to decide this month during a meeting in Memphis. If approved, lawmakers would have to sign off too. All right, First Alert meteorologist Stefano DiPietro is joining us, and across the board, it is feeling colder.
Yeah, and it's going to feel colder like this for most of the week, Amanda. We're not going to get a whole lot of relief between now and, let's say, the end of this week. Just a little bit of relief coming maybe on Wednesday. And we also have a few snow showers and flurries to talk about this afternoon and this evening. That could cause some slick roadways. Now, this is not a widespread major snowfall event by any means. Overall, it will be low impacting, but with the temperature as low as it is and as low as it will drop tonight, even if the roads are just wet tonight, there could be some refreezing by tomorrow morning. So something to keep in mind. First half of the day is nice and quiet. Here comes that wave of energy passing through the atmosphere that happens late this afternoon heading into the evening. And note that it's not just a snowfall event for us. Some of us are going to start out with rain because things will still be above that freezing mark. As we approach the evening, though, that's when we should see that transition over to some scattered flurries and even a few snow showers as those temperatures end up dropping to near and below freezing. This is where we could start to see those minor accumulations of a dusting, maybe up to about a ½ an inch in the higher elevations of the plateau and out toward the Smokies as well. But just keep in mind that even a dusting with the temperature as low as it is could cause a couple of slick areas. So that's why we've issued that alert day for you. Most of this will be done by the late part of the evening and overnight with a few scattered flurries left over. Tomorrow morning is very cold, 20s waking up. This is where we could have to watch for potential refreezing to start off the day tomorrow. Definitely going to be some widespread frost Tuesday into Wednesday morning. Thursday morning, it won't be as cold. We should end up right around the mid-30s, but there could still be some frost in some areas. And colder air is right back for the end of the weekend into the weekend. There could even be a few more flurries we'll have to watch out for come Saturday night, Amanda.
All right, Stefano, thanks. Thanks for joining us for Tennessee in 10. We'll see you back here tomorrow morning with a look at the big stories from across the state. Have a great day.
This is Tennessee in 10, streaming your news and weather across the state in about 10 minutes.